This is the new Tiguan Life, more than likely the most commonly found Tiguan that will be on our roads over the coming months. It of course replaces the old Tiguan, which was a favorite of mine, and when I was in studio a couple months ago, I said I didn't like this car, but I think I was wrong. But before I get to how wrong I was, let's take a closer look at the exterior. It's of course a brand new design, much smoother than the outgoing model. It now comes standard with LEDs across the range, and at the back you've got a very cool light bar stretching all the way across. The side profile of the car is much smoother, and speaking of profiles, this one's got the optional 18-inch wheels with a chunky profile, and they provide lots of comfort on those thick sidewalls. I know it's been raining in Joburg for a week or two straight, but it's pretty hot in Cape Town, so let's start up so I can get the aircon going. There we go. And as you can hear, it's quiet in here. This model, as it's spec'd here, comes with a whole bunch of extra features, including this slightly bigger screen over here. It also has heated and cooled seats. This one has the adaptive cruise control option installed, which means you get all of that on this very familiar VW steering wheel over here. You've also got the heated controls for the wheel itself, which is wrapped in leather and does feel very nice. With the infotainment system comes the wireless charging, and you've got your two USB ports at the bottom here. This lid opens and closes as well because we're in South Africa. And then of course, plenty storage space on the inside as well, including over here. And this, I do quite like that it is adjustable. Speaking of adjustable, both seats are electrically adjustable with memory buttons on the side there. The top half of the car, and including the door panels over here, is pretty much all soft touch. And at 700,000, it probably should be. You've also got the soft touch options here for the sunroof. Oh, okay, so I've now finally figured out how this works. I think. Yes. Here we go. Okay, it's closing again. Yeah. If you've ever seen the meme where the old man crashes the car and someone in the crowd shouts, "He too old," I think that's the problem we have with all this tech inside this car. So before we drive, just so that you know what you're in for, on top of your 700,000, you're looking at about 20,000 for the Harman Kardon sound system. Then the heads-up display, which this one doesn't have, for 12,000. Then you've got the panoramic sunroof for 18,000, which all South Africans want. And the IQ Drive Suite, which includes the adaptive cruise control, for 27,500. Notably, this car also comes with a 3-year, 120,000 kilometer warranty and a 5-year, 90,000 kilometer service plan. Okay, let's drive. First things first, the gear lever, which I did not like from the start. You twist it forward to go forward, you twist it back to go back. And yes, it's exceptionally intuitive, but it's not normal, and it makes this car feel like an electric car with a petrol engine. 110 kilowatts. This gearbox is an absolute gem. It shifts up seamlessly if you go into manual mode. It's so quick and so fast, but so smooth, and you never really need to use the pedals, so you can just leave it in drive and let this very intelligent gearbox software sort out the details. One thing that you do get from a manufacturer that's been around for as long as VW has is interior ergonomics and a very good seating position. Comfortable seats that are adjustable, decent support without being too firm or sporty, and then of course everything sloped towards you and well within reach. Another nifty feature are these massage seats over here. Now, they're not on at the moment because my eyes would literally go cross-eyed if they were. They are very, very good. And to think, just a couple of years ago, Volvo were the only ones that did it in their most premium of cars. Now you can get very good massage seats in a Tiguan. Competitively priced and fully tech-loaded, the new Tiguan is still a very, very compelling car in this segment. And at 700,000, it's quite competitively priced. For those that are interested, they will have to make sure to have a good close look at that tech spec and options list, because this could become an 800,000 rand car quite easily. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, considering that it's still quite competitive in its segment. And even though it might not still be my favorite SUV, it doesn't mean that the Tiguan is any less of a car. Maybe I just don't fit into that age demographic.